What is going on, everybody? It is Foreign, and welcome back to the Q&A session. I think this is number 8, and I'm really sorry that it's so late. I just, honestly, I didn't really have any desire to, actually make videos during the week. That happens, so I took a little break. So anyways, let's get into the Q&A, and then at the end, I will tell you guys who the winner was for the Squid Grips giveaway. I will also be contacting you personally. So I'm so 8-bit asked, where would you say the best spot for a tattoo is? Now the best place to probably get a tattoo would probably be your forearm or your bicep. The only reason that I say that they are the best places is because there's a lot of stronger muscle there. Also, people tend to be more tolerant of pain when things happen to their arm. Obviously, unless it's a bone breaking, because that can be pretty brutal. But I would say I would definitely have to go with the arm. There are spots on the arm that you want to avoid if you want to go from the easiest spot to the most painful spot. And that would actually be around your elbow. I have a really bony elbow, so that doesn't serve me very well. Also, near the armpit is very, very tender. The top of your shoulder. I mean, even if you don't have a bony shoulder, you can feel the needle just skip, and it's not pleasant. Also, the inside of the arm is pretty tender. So outside of the bicep, forearm, back of your forearm, those would probably be the best spots. Maybe your thigh, if you, I don't know, maybe, possibly your thigh. Not your chest, not your back. Not your feet, not your hands, not your lip. Those are very painful spots. Geraldus asked, have you ever combined your weird-ass chest with someone else's weird-ass bull chest for a pizza? So, I'll answer that in just a second. I also have one from the 412 Youth TX. He asked, what's your favorite high school or college memory? This would be a pretty funny college memory, actually. This goes back to Geraldus' question now. When I moved down to Florida, I moved down there with 2 of my friends. And then 2 more of my friends ended up moving down about a year after. Well, I kind of have this bump on my chest, it kind of sticks out a little bit. And my friend has almost a caved in chest. Well, we were both really hungry, and Geraldus here told us to combine our chests. So if we hugged, we would form one. It's really, really weird. But anyways, so we hugged, and I got a free pizza. I mean, it's not the only time I've hugged him, but I get a free pizza out of it. So that was a pretty good memory. Let's see here. Mr. Teddy Bear says, I was wondering, I'm terrible at drawing with pen and paper, but I'm going into a high school class for web and graphic designing. So, can I still be good at computer arts even though I suck in real life? Well, technically, that is real life still. You're not living in a virtual reality. You don't have to be good at drawing and stuff like that to be good at design. I think that people that are good at drawing have a definite edge. They understand the pre-processes that go into everything before you actually go into designing. Also, most people that are good at drawing have a better ability to conceptualize. And by conceptualize, I mean they can sit there and sketch down as many ideas as possible, whereas somebody that's limited and really can't draw and doesn't like to draw, they just jump straight into the programs, and whatever the first thing they make is the first thing they make. So there's limitations. Just because you're not somebody that can draw doesn't mean that you'll fall into that rut where you just create the first thing that comes to mind. So there's obviously still room to become a great designer, but I think that having that core idea of color, composition, layout, typography, it all makes you a better designer in the long run. So you don't have to be good at it, but yeah. Upon Gaming says jump off a bridge or jump off a cliff, both are above water at the same height. If they're both above water at the same height, chances are the bridge is over a river. Rivers are not very deep. Well, they can be, but I'm going to go with the cliff. I know that a lot of people do cliff jumping and stuff like that, and I don't know of too many people that jump off of bridges into water. But I would say that more cliffs are near deep water than bridges are. That's just a guess. I mean, a bridge just takes you over water. It doesn't have to be, a lot of water. But I'm going to take jumping off a cliff just because people have been known to cliff dive, and I've never done it, but I probably still never would. So, yeah, I'm going to take the cliff, and I'm just never going to do it. AK Studios asked, what programs do you use for designing? I use a number of programs. I use Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Final Cut Pro. For this, I'm using ScreenFlow. I use ScreenFlow to capture my screen. I enjoy that program. What else do I use? InDesign. I mean, really, it all depends on what it is that I need to do. Is going to dictate what actual video I do, or what thing I do. So it could really be anything. So Mastering Anime says, I've always done traditional drawings, and now I want to transition over to digital art, as everything digital seems to be more prominent in the future. What programs would you recommend? Have you done any digital drawings yourself? I would recommend Corel Painter X. If you're really good at traditional drawing, Corel Painter X is actually really Painter-esque. It's an amazing program. Also, if you're good with Corel, Photoshop, I mean, there's a number of things that you can do. Have I ever done any digital drawings? I have. They're terrible. I will never show them. A lot of times I'll use Photoshop to do my sketching. So I don't like using pen and paper anymore because I feel like I'm just wasting paper because I'll never use it again. So what I like to do is go into Photoshop with a very large document and just start sketching away. Because I have my own little tablet, so just to start sketching away and stuff like that is really nice. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce your last name. Michael asked, at what age did you start designing? Do you draw, or is it just graphics? That's a very vague question. When did I start designing? Technically, I would say that I started designing in my senior year of high school. I started making clothing. I started making shirts and stuff like that. Do you draw, or is it just graphics? See, now that's kind of vague because graphics, people generalize the word graphics to mean one thing, that it's a logo or a background or something like that. YouTube is not the only place for design. YouTube is actually has less design than I've ever seen in my life. But I mean, drawing is a part of designing. Graphics can still be a drawing, so that's hard to say. I mean, it's weird to talk about it that way. Stylish and Distance, do you pay for your software or crack them? I pay for all of my software unless I'm using it for learning purposes only. I will never use a program for client use if it is not paid for. For instance, I do have a cracked version of Cinema 4D. I am terrible with Cinema 4D, and I use it so I can better myself. None of that work is actually in my portfolio. All work that is in my portfolio was used with legitimate software. I pay for the master collection of Adobe. Actually, it is only $50 a month for someone that uses it constantly like myself and someone that gets paid to use those programs. It is very worth it for someone that maybe does not need the program or is not good with the program or should never have the program, it might not be the right thing for you. But I 100% do not condone cracking software if you are using it for client use or for commercial purposes. If you're using it to learn, I'm totally all right with that. Yeah, so that's just my my personal opinion. Sportcules asked, what is your favorite sport, whether growing up or now? My favorite sport, I enjoy to watch football and hockey. I enjoy to play softball. So I don't know. It's kind of difficult to really pinpoint one, but I guess I would. When it comes to sports, I'm more of a football fan than anything. But I don't really do anything anymore. I don't go out. I used to skate and like skateboard and stuff like that, but I stopped doing that once I got into design, because I realized that this is my moneymaker. So I try to protect myself as much as possible by not doing anything. That's the easiest way to do it, guys. Just don't do anything if you don't want to get hurt. So that's I guess I can do one more. I'll do one more. Mr. Unbelievable 12 asked, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? 1, I would pay off my student loans. 2, I would start investing in a house. 3, I would put portions of it towards my daughter-to-be's college funds and tuition and all that, so that's all taken care of. And then honestly, I would just I would take it easy. I don't know. I'm not a big spender. As long as if I have everything I need, like I don't want anything. There's been a couple years in a row. My birthday's actually coming up, but there's been a couple years in a row where on my birthday, my mom's like, "Well, what do you want?" And it's like, "Well, I don't really want anything. I have a job. I go out and buy everything I want. I have fucking tons of games. I have, multiple TVs. I have my recording equipment, my Xbox, buy controllers whenever I need them. It's like I have everything that I need right now. Like there's really nothing else that I need. So, I don't know. I'm one of those people that would actually just be able to hold on to it. So, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Also, the winner of the Squid Grips giveaway from the Squid Grips final video is the Devil HMD, or the Devil, or actually he was one of the guests on the Squadcast, so you guys might have actually seen him around. But I will be contacting you personally. You have won. I will be asking you for your address, and I will be shipping them out as soon as possible. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, one more thing. If you guys are still watching and you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and we will answer them next week. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.